What is up, guys? So today is one of those videos. So as you guys see about from the title, today I'll be talking about being Black in the slime community and why it's a problem. So y'all are probably reading the title like, what do you mean it's a problem? I'm not saying that that we shouldn't be in the community. What I'm saying is it seems to be an issue with us being in the slime community. So what I want y'all to do is really think about some well-known Black slimers. Just really think about that real quick. So when y'all see these events with all these famous slimers, everyone automatically thinks of who? Slime Obsidian, Slime Yoda, Slime by Jacqueline. I don't know, with her drama lately, I don't know. And Talisa. I always like mess up on her name, but and she doesn't even sell slime, but she's like a huge slime person too. And obviously Karina is number one because she's the one that really made this community. But there are no Black people that are at the tops of these lists. So I'm trying to change that. Who knows how far I'll get. People are pretty confident that I'm going to make it big one day, just like all these other big slimers, and I'm going to make a name for myself. And I'm going to bring those up that supported me the whole way through. I'm going to help bring them up too. So the problems that I've noticed since I've joined this community in July of last year is that as a Black person, when you sell at conventions, people will walk right past you. I am not the only one to have this problem because I have had other Black people come to me before with the same problem. And they ask me if I've gone through it, if I have people walk right past me and not even look at me. And I'm like, yes, unfortunately, I have had that problem. Now, y'all, we are in 2020. It makes no sense that we're still treating people like this, like they don't exist, like they don't matter because of the color of their skin. Now, the reason why I'm bringing skin color or race into this, because some people might say, oh, it's not about race or whatever, then what is it about? Because the reason why I think it's about race is because, for example, this really, really sweet girl named Lily, she is great, by the way, and her family is amazing. She was next to me at my first convention that I ever went to. And they are white. And which I don't have any problem with white people. Like, I'm friends with anyone. As long as you treat me with respect, I treat you with respect. But they were white, and I would notice that a lot of white families that were coming to the convention would walk right past me and they would go straight to her. Maybe they already knew who she was. Maybe they already knew about her because I was just beginning. I didn't know anyone. Nobody knew about me, really. I had barely started on my Instagram, was barely growing. But people literally wouldn't even look at me. And that was the problem. Like, you're not even giving me a chance. That's the problem that I was having. So this cute little girl, right? She walks right by them. And well, no, she looked at their stuff too, but she was admiring everybody. And after she walks by them, she walks slowly by my booth and she looks at my stuff and she was like, oh my God, Mom, can we go over there? I really want to see her stuff. And her mom will not look at me. She won't look at me at all. She won't look at my mom because my mom at the time was there with me. My kids were there with me. By the way, my kids are mixed. Anyone who knows that, my husband is white Mexican. So, and but she wouldn't look at me at all. Like, she would not make any eye contact with me. And she literally like grabs her daughter and she's like, no, let's go over here. Like, you don't see anything else you like? What about her stuff? What about their booth? You don't want to go over there? And her daughter is literally grabbing her hand and saying, no, Mom, I want to go to her. I want her to look at her stuff. I see something I like. And her mom is trying to stop her. And she's like, no, honey, like, are you sure? Are you sure? And she's like, yeah, mom, I'm sure. So she's finally like, okay. And so she kind of like, so my mom noticed it too. And so she walks up to me and she's like, hi. And I was like, hi there, and she's like, how much are these? And I was like, oh, they're $5. Now, see, this time I was just starting, so I didn't have like this extravagant display and everything. I didn't know what I should bring. I didn't know how many I should bring. I didn't know like how to set up and all that other stuff. I guess I should have did a little bit more research, but I didn't know. So I just kind of had my slime set up in like tower kind of way, showing all of them. And so I told her, it's $5, that's it. And she's like, okay. So as soon as she goes to grab her money, the mom is just like, are you sure you want to buy this? Are you sure? Like she's questioning her on why she wants to buy from me. Like, it's insane. So she's like, yes, I want to. So she gives me the money or whatever. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Like, have a nice day, and everything. And her mom wouldn't say nothing to me. She grabbed her daughter and they walked away. And she almost walked through kind of an attitude like she didn't want her daughter buying from me. And I just feel so like weird about it, because it's like I could not believe I was going through this in 2019, that somebody really didn't want to buy from me because of what I look like. And you're trying to convince your daughter to buy from somebody that isn't of color. Like, it's crazy, because like Karina Garcia is a minority. And she started this whole thing. Like, where we're at now is because she started this whole thing. I mean, maybe sooner or later somebody else would have, had she not, but she did. And so, so it's insane though that like it's okay for everybody else, but Black people are excluded from almost everything that has something to do with creativity and stuff. But then some stuff we do make that's creativity and it's ghetto or something like that. So the reason why I love to make slime in the first place, at first I thought it was like a really childish, weird thing to do for adults. But once I started making it, I was like, oh my God, you can make all types of stuff. Like, you can make it look like food. You can make it different colors. You can make it rainbows. You can make it all types of stuff. And then you can play with it all day. And as you all know, I am a veteran. And I do, have my anxiety issues and stuff. And so slime does help me calm down sometimes when I feel like I'm overwhelmed with something. And if I grab it and start playing with it, it helps me calm down. It helps me focus sometimes. So I have also helped other people. The people that do support me and have ordered from me say that they love my stuff and they love the smells and it's helped them. And some people have helped them cope with their anxiety or their depression and stuff. And I'm so thankful and so happy that I can help other people. But the fact that my name isn't out there as much as it should be, or it could be, I mean, I feel like I definitely have the potential, but what's hindering me is the color of my skin, and it sucks. Like, I'm growing. My Instagram is growing like crazy, which I've noticed. Actually, as of December 31st, I hit 600 followers on Instagram. And then as of January 1st, it started growing. And as of today, which is January 11th or 10th, I think today's the 10th or 11th, I am almost at 630 already. So I've already almost gained 30 subscribers in 10 days. Like, that's amazing. And I appreciate every single one of you that is out there to support me. I really do. And everybody who knows me knows I don't have a racist bone in my body. I absolutely love everybody as long as you're respectful to me. And so it just really sucks that like we're in 2020 and have to go through stuff like this. Like, I can't believe that I have to go to a convention and watch the way people just walk right past me because of who I am. Like, they won't even look at me. They won't even talk to me. They won't even make eye contact with me because of who I am. But then the reason why, like I say, I know it's my skin color is because I see them go to other people and they're like, oh, hi, yes. Like, the last convention I went to, which was in San Diego, it was like a huge dud, especially I mean, I did sell 2 items, but y'all know me, who do know me, know I live like 4 hours away from San Diego. So it absolutely sucks that I drove 4 hours to sell two slimes. Like, it wasn't worth it at all. But it was hyped up to be a bigger convention when it really wasn't. And I had issues with the person that made the convention herself, and what's crazy is that everybody else got a photo taken, and coincidentally my photo never made it out of the, supposedly it was corrupted. The file got corrupted. My picture, only mine. Everybody else got their picture but me, because mine got corrupted of my booth. But I think the reason why that happened was because my booth itself, I forgot everything. And that was my mistake, because I stress, and like I said, I have anxiety. I suffer from anxiety. So my anxiety got really bad the night before, and I was up all night trying to get slimes ready for the convention, because I'm also a college student. So I also had finals due that week as well. And I had all of these things to do that week. So it was really difficult for me. So I had to prepare all last minute. And so I woke up early in the morning trying to get everything done. And I forgot the most important things. I forgot my business cards. My business cards sitting on my printer. And as soon as like we made it to the convention, my son was like, oh, I was going to ask you if you brought your business card, but I just assumed that you had them. I was like, what? So yeah, I had forgot that. I had forgot my card reader. I had forgot my slime menu. I had forgot my banner. I even forgot a tablecloth, and those tables were ugly. Like, and I got a really ugly table too. And so I feel like that was set up though, the reason why I got that ugly table, because me and her were already butting heads, because she said that every single person had to sell tickets, had to sell at least 5 tickets after being accepted to her event. Like I said, the event was a dud. I bought a ticket for somebody, and I don't even know if they ever showed up. They thanked me for it. I never saw them though. And if they did show up, they didn't have nerves to at least come say thank you. So I regret that, but it was only $1, so I guess it was really not a big deal. But so I'm at this convention, and as soon as I realized I forgot everything, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to set this up in a way that it still looks nice, but like it sucks because I forgot everything. And I couldn't just leave my son there, because I was thinking about it, and I was like, maybe these nice people next to me can watch him while I run to the store real quick and go grab something to like cover this ugly table real quick or something. But I really didn't have time, and I really was not gonna leave my son with a bunch of strangers. So we're sitting there. I set it up as best as I can, and he's motivated. You know, he's trying to reel people in, and tons of people are coming up to me saying that my slimes look amazing. They fill samples telling me that they feel amazing, they smell amazing, blah, 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 and they'll come back later to buy. Never showed back up. And it's like, okay, do not tell me that you're going to buy from me and then you don't, because I don't do that to people. Like, if I don't plan on buying from you, I'm not going to come look at your stuff. I'm not going to come telling you that I'm going to buy from you. I'm just going to be, if you feel like you need to tell me that you're going to buy from me to make me feel motivated, but you're not going to, don't, because that just tears me down more to watch you walk away and go spend all your money at other people and then you never come back. Or I watched you go to everybody else. You came to me, you said you would buy from me, and then you don't, because then it's like, okay, cool. So there was this little girl, and her family walks in or whatever. They knew somebody there that was selling. Those people would not look at me at all. And I noticed that they didn't look at the other black girl that was there as well. They only went to everybody else. And this little girl had her money in her hand. She literally looks at me, and then she looks away, and she looks at the people next to me. And then she's like, and then she goes over there, talks to them or whatever. I don't remember if she bought anything, but she walks right by me and makes sure her face is away from me, that she can't look at me. And I'm like, wow, like this is how we're raising our kids. Really? Like we're raising them this way now too? And I've just noticed that like people just are quick to not do certain things because of who you are. And it's absolutely disgusting, and it's sad. It's absolutely sad. And another sad thing about it is that the first convention I went to, the black people that were there, they came up and talked to me and everything. They were really cool. And she was saying how we should all be there for each other, rather than thinking about it as, oh, you're a competition, I'm not going to talk to you type thing. Because unfortunately, most Black people, I'm not saying all, because I have had Black people that support me and I support them too, but unfortunately some Black people are super into competition and they don't want to uplift each other. Instead, they want to tear each other down, and they want nothing to do with other Black people, especially they don't know you. And so since the slime community is so large, but there's so little Black people, it's kind of like you would think that we'd all be uplifting each other and supporting each other, but it's not happening like that at all. And so the second convention I went to, after I saw the Black family there, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm not the only like super minority here. And unfortunately, the little girl, I don't know if she was afraid to come talk to me or what, but she came over to my booth. She asked me if the samples were samples, and I was like, yeah. Go ahead, you know. And I'm trying to make conversation with her because it's awkward when people come up to you and they don't say anything, or they're just looking at you like, and they're just not doing anything, and you're like, hello, like, you can say something. So I'm like explaining to her, you know, the names of the slimes and stuff, or like, I was trying to make conversation. She did not want to make conversation with me at all. Like, she's just looking at me. She picks up one container and she's just like, with this like weird smile on her face. And she goes to the next one. And then she gets to the last one. She puts it down and she just looks at me and she's like, and then she walks away. And that, she didn't say anything to me the entire time that she stood there. And I was like, all right. So I don't know what that was about, but everybody else that came up to my booth talked to me. They had something to say. They asked questions. They asked me, they tell me that they liked it at least or something. But, you know, so I just thought, you know, because maybe we were both in the same boat, she would say something. She had nothing to say to me. So I don't know what that was about. It was super weird. But I didn't get a chance to walk around and go see everybody's booth because it was just me and my son there at that time, and I couldn't just leave my booth by itself, obviously. And so also a girl really wanted to buy from me. She had to beg her mom to come buy from me because her mom didn't want her to. And they were not white. From what I remember, I think she was part Asian, from what I remember. But she did end up buying from me, which I was so appreciative, but her mom did not want her to buy from me. And her mom kept saying stuff like, oh, well, do you take card? And I was like, yeah, I take card. And she's like, are you sure? You sure you take card? And it's almost like she wanted me to be like, oh no, so she could not buy from me. Like she just did not want to give me her card. And so, yeah, it's just a sucky situation because it's awkward and it makes you not want to go to stuff like this. Like, after that event, I told my mom that I don't want to go to any more events ever again because I'm tired of being pushed off to the side because of the color of my skin. And I know it's that reason because I watch the demeanor of everybody and how they treat other people and how they talk to them and stuff. And then when they see me, they get this whole different vibe in their body, and they're just like, it's almost like I'm a ghost and they're afraid to talk to me, or they know that I'm there, but they just don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to explain it to y'all, but I think y'all get it. So yes, there is a race issue in the slime community right now. And I know it, unfortunately. So I really hope that I end up making it and I can change something. I can make a change. Karina Garcia, watch this, make a change, something. I don't know. We need to make a change. This is insane. We should all be accepted. It shouldn't be any color issues anymore. We're in 2020. Like, that's done. That's over. Like, that shouldn't be a problem anymore. I just want to make it just like y'all do. I just want it. So, so I could give my kids a great life, so I could support small shops, bring them up too. Like, I want to do so much, but I'm being held back because of who I am. So, I really didn't want to make this video too long. I see we're already at 19 minutes. So I'm just going to end it right here. I'm just going to hope that this video makes it far. Y'all understand where I'm coming from. We can end this issue in 2020. show love to each other, show support to each other, and just love each other. Like I'm over it, y'all. Like my kids aren't racist. I will never bring them up to be racist. They're mixed. Like I just we're too far out to be like this still. So I really hope things change. Like in y'all bigger slime shops, y'all gotta share. Like if a black person buys from you and they post your video, or they post a video showing your stuff too, like repost them too. Like don't just repost people that are not a minority. Like I noticed that too. I hate to say it, but a lot of these big shops that I follow on Instagram, I've bought slime from Slime City, and I bought slime from Slime by Jacqueline. Slime by Jacqueline saw my slime, the video, and she responded to me rather than reposting. She reposts everybody that are like, oh my God, this is amazing or whatever. She reposted. She didn't repost mine. She just responded to it and said, so glad. And that was it. She had nothing else to say. And I'm like, so she didn't repost it because of who I am, maybe? Because I've never seen a black person on her Instagram, ever. So, I mean, maybe like in the pictures that she takes at slime conventions, but I mean, to repost somebody's story is different. Like I repost everybody who shares my stuff. And even when I make it big, I still want to do that. I'm not going to just do certain people, you know? And unfortunately with Slime Obsidian, I don't think I've ever seen him repost. I've seen him repost at slime conventions, but like I'm talking about somebody that has, like, he reposts a lot of people that will take pictures with his slime. So they'll like have a stack of his slime on a table. They'll have slime in their hand and they're like, oh, just bought from Slime Obsidian, ha ha ha. And but I've never seen a black person in his stories before. I'm not saying he's racist. I'm not saying Slime by Jacqueline Nicole is racist. I'm just saying that we gotta do better. So don't exclude certain people. Include everybody. That's all I'm saying. If they ain't racist and they see this and they're like, you're wrong. It's just my opinion. It's just what I see. We got to start including everybody, period. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm so sorry that it's so long. I love you all seriously, and stay awesome, please.